Welcome to your gateway to inner peace and contentment. I'm your host, and today, we embark on a profound journey guided by the wisdom of Gautam Buddha. In a world filled with distractions and anxieties, it's essential to pause, reflect, and embrace the power of the present moment. So, if you seek a life free from worry and regrets, join us on this transformative journey. Subscribe to this channel and let us explore the profound teachings of Gautam Buddha together. Gautam Buddha says, there is a secret of health for both the mind and body. Do not regret the past, do not worry about the future, but live with full honesty. But how much we really live in the present? We are not able to live in the present. If we are able to live in the present, then both our mind and body will be healthy, and we will not worry about the future, nor will we cry about the grief of our past. Rather, the breath going on in the present will also give us pleasure. Once a young boy goes to Gautam Buddha and says, "Buddha, will you answer one of my questions?" Buddha smiled and said, "Ask what you want to ask." The young boy said, "Why are there so many sorrows in my life? Why do I always remain sad?" Buddha said, "Where is your grief? I don't see it." The boy said, "Sorrow is inside me, Buddha, inside me." Buddha smiled and asked, "How do you know that sorrow is within you?" The boy said, "There is no joy in my life. I do not see any essence of my life. I am always sad, and do not even feel like doing anything." Buddha said, "First of all, tell me what is the reason for your suffering?" The boy said, "Buddha, I have come to know the reason only. If I had known the reason for my misery, why would I have come to you?" Buddha said gravely, "When the misery is yours, how can I explain the reason?" Hearing this, the young boy said a little surprised, "But Buddha, people say that you are all-knowing, you can tell anything." Buddha said, "That's the only mentality that is the cause of all your misery. That you are relying on someone else, you think someone will come and solve all your problems. When we are sitting on someone else's trust, then we become dependent on others. If he has done something, then we become happy, and if he did not do, then we become sad. So, if you keep hope from others, then in the end there will be sorrow. But if you put hope in yourself, then you will always be happy." Buddha further said, "If you think that I am a Buddha, then I can solve all your problems. No, you are thinking completely wrong. I am also like you, only I have come to know this life, by which all the questions inside me, all the confusion has ended. The day when there will not be any confusion in you, you will also not need to go to any Buddha and ask, 'Why am I sad?'" Buddha asked, "Have you seen the flower?" The boy says, "Buddha, who has not seen the flower? Everyone has seen the flower." Buddha says, "A flower is a bud in the night. It blooms in the morning, and by the evening it withers or falls, and mixes with the soil. If the flower thinks in advance that by the end of the evening, it will die, then it will never bloom, it will never be able to spread its fragrance." Similarly, if you only look at your problems, and think all the time that how many troubles, how much misery are there in your life, then you will always be sad, you can never feel happiness. While there are hundreds of such things in your life for which you can laugh out loud at this very moment, you are not able to see those things, and this is the biggest reason for your misery. If you can see those things in your life, those circumstances for which you can be happy, then your perspective of looking at life will change, and then you will know life, and feel happiness in your life. No matter how much misery is in your life right now, if you want, you can come out from there, and if you want, you can go further into it. Everything is in your hands. No one can do anything for you, and no one can help you. Whatever you have to do it yourself. I can only show you the way. It is completely up to you to follow it or not." The boy said, "Buddha, but there must be some way by which one can come out of this cycle of eternal misery." Buddha said, "Man is most unhappy with his own thoughts. When a person keeps repenting about his past and keeps worrying about tomorrow, then he is engulfed in misery. The only way to come out of worry forever is to live in the present with all sincerity. A person who has learned to live in the present, with no worry, and no sorrow can touch him." The boy said, "But Buddha, how is it possible for me to live in the present all the time? I am still surrounded by so many problems." Hearing this, Buddha smiles and says, "If your death comes before you right now, then all your problems will seem smaller than a grain of sand to you." The boy said, "Buddha, you are right, but I do not want to die now." Buddha said that this is also a big problem and that you want to die according to your wish. Every person in this world thinks that I will live for many years now. I will die after living my whole life. Whatever accident is happening, death is coming in a short time. It is only for others, not for me. Every person thinks that death is for others, but is death also such a thing that comes from someone's wish? It just comes. It can only be accepted. If every person accepts that he can die at this time too, then the laziness, sorrow, worry, troubles of his life will all end. Because the person who believes that he can die at any time, then he does not spend a single moment of his priceless life worrying or repenting in vain. Then he wants to live every moment of his life with vitality. Because this truth gets deep inside him that this moment will not be found again. If we look carefully, our life is too short. There is no time to worry, hate, remorse, or for laziness. But we still do. Because we feel our life is very big. And we are never able to realize the subtlety of life and just go on living our life in the miseries created by us. And then when the end time comes near, then it seems that I have not done anything in my life yet. The whole life has just passed in laziness, worry, and sorrow. And these repentant people are the same people who earlier thought that our life is too long. Therefore, if you can understand that death is certain, and it can come at any time, and that happiness and sorrows keep coming and going in life, then you will be able to live this life with great stability. And when you get mental stability in your life, only then you will know what the real reason for your misery is. These words of mine can only show you the direction. If you are thinking that only my words will end your suffering, then it is not possible. I can only show you the way. It is your job to follow it. We also make a big mistake in our life, that we know a lot, and understand a lot, but we are not able to implement that knowledge in our life. And this is the biggest reason. There is no change in our life. So, if we want to make a change in our life, then we have to start looking at the reasons around us for which we can be happy. We have to see happiness in our life. Most people focus only on the problems of their life. They do not look at the things that they have. Every human being has something or the other, which is the dream of someone else to get. But we keep getting sad thinking only about that thing, which we do not have. So, if we want to be happy, then from today we have to focus on those things in our life, which we have, which give us happiness, and we have to start from today, this very moment. When we start seeing the happiness of our life, then we will find that there is not only sorrow but also happiness in life, and when we can see both happiness and sorrow, so, we will find that happiness can neither make us very happy, nor sorrow can make us very unhappy. And then we will be able to rise above this happiness and sorrow, and then we will be able to realize that in reality, the reality is something else. Gautam Buddha said that only knowledge can show us the way. It is our job to follow it. Thank you for joining us on this journey guided by Gautam Buddha's wisdom. As we conclude, reflect on his teachings. Buddha's secret to health for mind and body is living in the present with honesty. Embrace this for inner peace. Subscribe to stay connected and explore Buddha's transformative teachings. Take this wisdom into your life. Embrace the present, release regrets and worries, and find joy within. Share this video with loved ones, allowing them to create positive change too. True change starts within. Let's embark on this journey, supporting and uplifting one another. May your journey be filled with light and fulfillment.